won, baby.
Yeah. OC.
Was the word? Listen, don't forget the Vikings.
You chopped and screwed, OC.
The final word.
Oh,
Get over here.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you gotta say it before it happens.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
The final word.
So, man,
The
like,
final
listen,
word.
is it time to say we are the best team in the league? Come on now. It's too obvious. If this was another team, we would be saying that right now.
Facts.
For real, bro. Like, listen, we beating people with a B team. Come on now. Put some respect on Dallas.
The
You know?
final word.
The final word.
Yeah. I guess we got to do it, OC. I guess we got to do it,
The
Law.
final word.
yeah.
The final word.
The final word.
The final word.
The final word.
Yeah. OC, come out and come in. Come out and come in. Yeah.
Chopped and screwed.
Yeah.
Ain't
Hey,
no
Murphy.
party like a cowboy party, baby.
Boy, listen, Law. We in
The
Dallas.
final word.
Right?
Is it me, or do you see a lot of Cowboys jerseys around the city, bro?
Oh, my goodness.
God, dog.
I Shanika, Pookie, Ray, everybody wearing them jerseys.
Man, everybody. They showing love with the fire emojis, man. Mark said, what up, guys? What's up, Mark?
The final word.
Yeah, man. The Lunatic. What's up, boy? I ain't seen you in a minute. Always good to see you, my brother. Next time you come in town, Waffle House on me.
Oh, yeah. And don't have me there.
The final
We're going to do
word.
some work.
Ooh. Listen.
The final
That
word.
boy Law. Oh, my God. Whew.
Some work, man.
Man, that boy say, man, that boy can eat. Believe me, everywhere I go, he put it down quick. I be like, hey, man, they just put it down.
That's a Houdini trick. Goes to the beard.
Yeah,
The
man.
final word.
The final
Yeah, man.
word.
The final
Aquil say, what's going on, Cowboy Nation? What's up, baby?
The final
What's
word.
going on?
The final
Yeah,
word.
Alfonso in the
The
house.
final word.
He said, what's up?
word.
What's up, man?
Final word.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, we are the best team in the NFL. Yes, we are. Yes. Come on now. It's time to say it. I'm sick of it. Like, you know what? Jason. Arr!
Yeah, you hear the dogs down.
Man, I heard that dog, Lo. I heard that old dog, bro. Bring him on now one more time. Where he at?
Better get down.
OC in the building.
Ooh, man, get that dog, because, man, we can really bite somebody.
I found both Cowboy.
OC.
Hey.
The final word.
Hey.
Man, we busting
They
that
say the
ball
best
today.
receivers duo in the league. And we got the best running back duo in the league. Come on.
Man, we got it all, man. See,
Socks and draws, baby.
Hey,
MVP
man, we
down.
get ready to
Final
start the
word.
show, man. We get ready to start the show, man.
Yeah.
Hey, much
The
love,
final
man.
word.
Here we go.
Here we go. Y'all come on up in
Here we
here. Shout out to you,
Come on
100
in.
grand.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Tell our Shanika, Pookie, Ray.
I did the OC, you know. You gotta pick your time, and that timing, that countdown was done, bro.
OC, man, in the building. And hey, look, I want to make sure I got undivided attention, okay, in this little studio here, all right? So y'all excuse me, man. We appreciate everybody, man. Y'all jump right into the show. Don't forget, Law Nation Boss Cowboy Sports, Big Game James. Like, share, and subscribe. If you ain't sharing, you ain't caring. If you like content like this, please like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels as we give you the latest and greatest in Cowboy sports and news. Fellas, what's good?
Shoot. Also, real quick, we want to start the show letting everybody know that the final word going to be live at Walk-Ons. All right. Law, you got some on that, bro?
Hey, 7:30. Let's get dirty, man, over there at Walk-Ons. I want to see y'all beautiful faces. They got beautiful people out there, man. Hey, drinks are nice. Food is great. Hey, just drink responsible, though. We don't want you to get too wasted, but because we want you guys to listen in to what we got to say about those Denver Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be all about Denver. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
By the time,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's going to be all Denver talk. Yeah, man. So, yeah, join us at Walk-Ons. It's going to be live. OC, also tell them about Dak Prescott, if you don't mind, my brother.
Yeah, man. So listen, guys, for the first group of people, right? The person that comes in, they bring the most people. You're going to be entered into a giveaway for a signed autograph, authentic NFL football with Dak Prescott's signature. Okay, so that's going to be a giveaway, all right? So we need you to bring your friends, your family, your loved ones, your cousins, your aunties, your homies. We need them all out. We need everybody on deck for this, all right? So we're going to enter you into a drawing, and we're going to give away the ball about an hour into our time there, all right? Signed autograph ball, NFL football with Dak Prescott's signature, okay? So football giveaway for all those that get there quickly and bring the most people with them.
Yeah, so that means don't meet us there, beat us there. Hey, already be there. So when you come there, we want to be, hey man, can you move out the way? Hey, can you slide over the way? We got to get this section right here. Hey, and I can't wait to see the person that's going to win that Dak Prescott. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying his name wrong. Elite Dak Prescott football.
That's what's up,
You got
man.
to put elite in there.
Yeah, elite. All right. And listen, we freestyle on this show. We got no agendas. We got no topics. We just going. So anybody in the chat that want to put anything in the show is going in today. All right.
Yeah.
So, and we go address it as it comes. But, you know, first, I'm going to kind of showcase my boy real quick, man. I got to showcase the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Law been going crazy, bro. Like, Law, I think you up to posting 5 videos a day. God dog. Listen, y'all, this boy Law never sleeps. Let me make it bigger. So, Jerry Jones spoke today, and my boy Law did the play-by-play, and I was listening to it. I was let me sit back and get my cereal for the day. So, man, what did you get from Jerry?
Oh, man. Jerry Wayne and things. This is the thing, man. Jerry is so smart with it for his age to be able to still stay on the same page with everybody. He liked his guys. He's all in on his guys. He believe in the reinforcement of D-Law. He believe in his team. He believe in Will McClay, Chris Hall, Stephen Jones. He believe in all of those boys. So I know that everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie wanted to go out there and get Von Miller. Even Von Miller mom wanted him to play for the Cowboys, for crying out loud. But it just didn't happen. Think about this, Boss Cowboy NDOC. If we were to give up a second round and a third round draft pick, just think about this. The guy that we're praising right now, what round was he drafted? What round was Trayvon Diggs drafted?
Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah, he
second
was
round.
Second round. Those are the sweet spots for Dallas Cowboys, by the way. The second and the third round draft picks, they've been sweet picks for us. So I don't think that Jerry Wayne is looking at getting rid of valuable assets as it relates to draft capital.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. And let me ask a question. I'm going to just ask this question. I'm going to put this out to both of y'all. This might end up being a fight. Because, you know, I like to start stuff sometimes. Which way is the best way? The Cowboys? Listen. Hold on real quick. Everybody take off your bias hat too first. Everybody take off your hat. The Cowboys or the Rams? Which way is the way to build? Because I'm going to ask you, Law, real quick. I'm going to ask you also, the OC, real quick. Because we looking at a team that's consistently been going deep. The Rams, that is. Who just came off a Super Bowl, almost won one. Come on now. right? And we seeing that they're aggressive about getting players.
Facts.
All right? They're aggressive. It's obvious that they go after the player. They say, forget the picks. We want the players because players win Super Bowl. Who's right?
Look,
man.
OC, you can go ahead and go first. I'm gonna let you guys know. I got
Who's
something
right?
for it.
I
got
wanna
something
know.
for it.
I think they're both right. I think they're both.
God, Daddy, you with the boat?
I think they're both.
You gotta pick one.
And let me explain why. No, that's your answer, boss cowboy. This is mine.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I sit myself on down.
Yeah. So they're both right because we have a model in the NFL of being successful in both ways, right? So we see the Seattle Seahawks who built through the draft, right? And they're good for, I think, a longer period of time because you have cheap talent. You got cheap talent. So that is a way to do it. But also we've seen the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? Go all in and get every good veteran free agent known to man and land themselves in the Super Bowl and beat what some people consider as the top team in the NFL, or at least top 2, top 3, right? We've seen the Dallas Cowboys actually, win a playoff game building through the draft. So the answer is both are right. It depends on if you have a strong core and if you're only missing a piece or two. If you're only missing a piece or two, then you go ahead and go after the player. If you don't have enough, if you don't have enough parts as it is, then you don't reach for the player. So the Cowboys have a strong core. They have enough parts. It's really, in my opinion, and this is the big statement about OC, it's not really any glaring weaknesses on the Dallas Cowboys. So it's no reason for them to try to.
Hey, I love being a cowboy.
Hey, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to hit that button.
God,
dog.
let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
Ooh, my bad, bro. You was going hard too, OC. My bad, bro. I guess he was on top. Game changer.
He game changed that one though.
So in conclusion, guys, there's no glaring weaknesses on the Dallas Cowboys. So it's no reason to reach for a Hall of Fame guy that has, a handful of good years left and give up draft picks. So I like the move and the discipline of the Cowboys to stick to the guns because we've been successful and our motto right now is working.
Yo. Well, I got it took all of the answers for the test, but I come in to tell you, man, the vibe of going out there making it a fast food mentality always works. That's why fast foods everywhere you go. Lines be long, right? When you're pulling up to Whataburger, when you're pulling up to Popeyes, KFC, the line is long. Taco Bell, the line is long, but you're still getting fed, and they are doing what exactly LA need to do. Go out there and get people to come out to the game to be excited to watch the game because they got star players, right? But I come here to tell you that those GMOs, you know what I'm saying, products, they don't last long. And what the Cowboys are slowly doing is doing it the right way of growing their players themselves and hopefully, our problem for the last few years just been coaching. Coaching elevate the players, and we are seeing now that Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn, Joe Philbin, they are making the right adjustments so that this homegrown talent, you know what I'm saying, can grow the right way. And yeah, when we look at the Rams, they one hell of a team, boss cowboy. And
They are.
I'm not finna sit here and lie to kick it to you guys. They're number
That's
one
my dog.
overall across the records. Offense ranked number 2. They looking up to the Cowboys in that category. But
they talk that talk.
But one thing they are good at, and I'm kind of jealous. But they ain't got no homegrown in that situation. They number 2 in defense. So number one overall. Number 2 in defense and number 2 in offense. That's something to be proud for, but I don't want you guys to fall in love with the stats. You still got to play the game on Sunday. So that give me still wiggle room for the Dallas Cowboys to be number 1 in offense, meaning that even though you're number 2 in defense and number 2 in your collective offensive reasoning. We still put up north of 460 yards a game, and that's with Dak Prescott under center. And you think about this, we got the 1-2 combination punch, Elijah Elliott, who I would take Ezekiel Elliott over Von Miller, I would take our collective front five over Aaron Donald. I get it. Oh, and on top of that, we do have a set of twins, tight end. We do have those twins that can set this thing apart in the middle of the field. We got Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. So I'm still in love with my Cowboys. We will punch the number 2 collective defense in the mouth if we ever see them, especially in the playoff, because we got something that they don't have, and that's continuity. These guys been in the trenches together. Von Miller just not trying to figure out where things are at in L.A. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Go Cowboys all day with my
You already
Luke
know
tinted
what's coming.
glasses.
Man, you already know.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
Man.
You're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
Listen, man, I know Law an ex-preacher, bro. He can't front to me. He can't front to me. I already know. It's somewhere back in that day, because God lead this boy, man, like the spirit or something hit this boy. Listen. Oh. Whoo, man.
And listen to Boss Cowboy before you go, man.
Boy, I was say, listen, boy, you say, Law, did you see that?
Sprinkle somewhere.
Law, I was just getting ready to. Man. All right, go ahead, OC. Go ahead.
No, man, just real quick. I mean, here's the deal. When you draft 1-year wonders or draft 1-year talent players, I call it rent players, right? When you rent players, you can be good for a moment, but then you can get bad real fast.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When you go all in and you get 1-2 contracts, so the Cowboys are set up right now. Think about this. The core people are signed. The core people that we need to be on this football team are already signed, right? They have the opportunity to sign people on a trial basis if they like them. And we built through the draft, so the Cowboys are looking to be good for several years, not just 1 year, for several years. That's the benefit of cooking the gumbo slow. That's the benefit of cooking the gumbo slow versus burning the chicken at the fries back.
Ooh, you talking about that gumbo? You know what thing? The OC and Balls Cowboy
Yo,
Sports.
I knew this was gonna get y'all going. I knew it.
That roux in that gumbo.
Ooh.
He said he got to slow that thing because it's too early. It's watery. You got to do that. You got to perfect that roux.
Yeah, you got to take your time, Law, with the roux. You got to take your time. You got to let it cook before. You got to let it cook. You got to let it simmer. You can't turn the heat too fast because you go burn the butter. You go burn the butter in the flour. You go burn the season. That's going to mess up the whole gumbo. See, the foundation of a building, guys, is the longest that takes place. The foundation of a house is the longest thing that it takes. After you get the foundation, the cement dry, right? Or when you get the pipes plumbing in the ground, then that house shoots up fast. It's the foundation. And the Cowboys still have a great foundation.
Oh, but let's talk about the foundation of those Rams. We ain't even playing them this week. You know, it looked good on the outside.
I love it.
But if that foundation wrong, you can't even flush the toilets. I'm giving y'all some Dick Gregory. You can't even flush the toilet. Oh, the cabinets won't close. The door just all of a sudden open up. It makes some cracking noise, right? But it looks good on the outside. And that's what I'm not talking about the LA Rams. But they just got rid of Deshaun Jackson, right? Don't you know that somebody on that team was probably sitting there saying, hey, that's my brother who just left, right? Y'all got rid of him who was making some plays here and there. And I know somebody going to say, well, the Cowboys got rid of Jalen Smith. But we say Deshaun get behind on some of those defenses. And I'm telling everybody right now, our door is shut over here. Our toilet's flushing. Look how we make those adjustments. We rooted in, baby. Lock in.
I'm going to push back just a little bit. They've been to Super Bowls and almost to Super Bowls. We have not. And we steadily building. Are we prisoners of the moment? Because, listen, let me make the case. I don't listen, I'm gonna make the case for the Rams. Cause I kind of can see how they skinning the cat. All right.
Okay.
So this is where listen. You see this hat? It's a Homer hat.
Take it off.
I'm taking it off right now. Let's talk business. All right.
Okay.
So let's look at what they doing. They had Goff, right? They said we rather go with an older, better player than a younger player that's a B+ player. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at what they just did with Von Miller. They said, we see that they might be having some tackle concerns with the Cowboys. We go face them. Let's get somebody right now named Von Miller that can get him hell. Because we already know that middle week with Connor Williams. Don't get me started with... Nah, I go listen. I'm just being messy. Don't listen to me. Cutter been doing this thing. Cutter good.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about all this, boss. I can't wait till you finish. Go ahead. I'm gonna talk
Go
about
ahead.
Oh man, listen. Listen. And first of all, I'm just being a devil's advocate. This don't mean I mean this right now. I'm just trying to give the case because I already see you froggy. Ain't no leaping on me, boy. Yeah, I already see you ready to. Yeah, man. But this is a hypothetical. This is hypotheticals. But no, we got to look at how they skinning that cat though. Listen, because we gotta at least look at it. We gotta say, okay, because the philosophy that I'm watching with the Rams, my Homer hat is off. I'm just looking at what they're doing. It looked like they going with the philosophy that players win Super Bowls, not budgets.
Not budgets.
I'm just being real.
Can I be,
it's like, and I'm not saying they better than us, because let me go ahead and let the cat out the bag. They not. They not. Homer back home. Homer hat is back home. No, they're not better than us. Their team not better than us. But I'm just looking at what they're doing.
Well, let me be the devil's advocate to your devil's advocate.
Let's go.
All right, so we played against the Carolina Panthers. At that time, they was the #1 defense. We chewed them up and gobbled them up and spit them out, right? And then they say, the Carolina's not the Carolina. We played just before them, the Philadelphia Eagles. They was the #2 overall collective defense. We chewed them up and spit them out. Just last week, we played against it just a couple of days ago, basically, but it's last week. Well, it's still this same week, basically. We played against the Minnesota Vikings. They were the #4 defense collectively. And what I'm trying to come home to you and bring home to everybody that's listening, I don't think that the Rams got a player that's better than Ezekiel Elliott. I don't think that the Rams got a player that's on their team that's better, that can really hold down and lock down Amari Cooper with the CeeDee Lamb that's emerging. Both of those two boys together. Jalen Ramsey is nice, but he can't be two places at the same time. Oh, excuse me. He had his problems with Michael Gallup last year when they kind of put that thing on us and threw the flag to whoop us. And they flag whooped us, they get that. But on top of that, Matthew Stafford in the playoff, he's been folding up and also doing a Houdini trick, who never won a playoff game, by the way. I'm not saying that Matthew Stafford is not a good quarterback, but I'm taking my quarterback #4 over Matthew Stafford. I don't think that they got a player better, I'm saying it, than Zach Martin. I know you're going to say Aaron Donald is a bad man, blasphemous. But we got the Aaron Donald neutralizer, and he's been one of the guys that one can argue for the last 3 to 4 years. He's been the weak link on our team, but it just somehow Connor Williams just metamorphs into the Hulk when he faced Aaron Donald. I don't know what it is. He's the Aaron Donald neutralizer. Name me a game that you say, man, Aaron Donald, man, boy. He's the Aaron Donald neutralizer.
Wait, hold on.
Go back. Was it on Connor Williams? You know.
Hold on real quick, bro. You know me, bro.
Come on, bro. Put the glasses on. Put them on.
I just want to make sure I hear you correctly. Did you call Connor Williams the Aaron Donald eraser?
He's a a neutralizer, not a racer.
All
He just brings them down to a human form. It never was Aaron Donald. It was So and all of those other boys when we played against him that shine. But Aaron Donald versus, and I'm not, y'all know. Come on,
no,
Cowboys.
I know you don't.
Y'all
you
know
dream.
how I feel about Connor Williams, but I got to give him credit. And I don't know what it is. He just got number 99s in his mind. You know, can he play against all of the interior guys like he play against Aaron Donald? Let me know where I'm wrong at Cowboy Nation.
No, man, I tell you what.
Ram fans are hot right now.
I'ma just say it, bro. That bull rush and those penalties, that killed me with Connor Williams, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's being coddled. He's being coddled. I don't care what his grades are. I'm being all the way honest. And he is good, but God, dog, it's just the bull rush. And it's just the penalties. But that's big. That is not small. And we minimize that.
Let me pull up his stats right quick, Aaron. Go ahead.
Well, Boss Cowboy, it's the leg and the core strength, right? The leg and the core put him in position where he is holding people because he's trying to stab his feet in the ground versus running his feet through people because he's just not a guy that's built to naturally carry 320 to 330 pounds, which is where he would really need to be weight-wise, right? Which will cause him to lose a little quickness, but he will be much stronger at the point of attack. But we got a solution for that. And the reason why I've been on the best 5 for the last 6 weeks now is because I understand that to get through the NC, we go eventually have to play the right, and we will eventually have to play Aaron Donald. Well, what if you had Leo Collins at left?
Oh, Lord.
If you had him over there to lay on Aaron Donald, to hit him in his chest, a guy that's powerful enough to stop him and move him backwards versus getting bull rushed back into the quarterback or being subject to extremely quick moves. And I'm not saying that Leo Collins is the end-all, be-all, but he's strong at the point of attack, and he's talented enough as a player to hold up against him. But let me say something else as I rewind a little bit, because we're talking about the Rams. The Rams are not a perfect team. The Rams got some problems. The Rams got this old man, he about my age. He started left tackle.
You hear that laugh? That laugh was evil. Ooh, that laugh was evil.
Look, he started left tackle. They got an old left tackle. That dude is about 41, 42. He got full gray beard. They've been running him out there for years. And one thing he's not good at, Boss Cowboy, he's not good at speed rushers. He's not good with speed rushers. So when we play that, Gregory, if we rush Micah Parsons, if we'll get D Ware back and he's reasonably healthy, we go eat him up. We go eat him up.
No
we
doubt.
Go eat him. And wait a second, we still don't have Neville Gallimore back.
Yeah.
We still hadn't seen Christian Hill back.
All right.
We're going to have to make a segue over to the Devils or talk about this Vikings win. But I get it, you know. I can't wait for us to see the LA Rams.
Yeah. We better, bro.
But we better, yeah.
We better, which is also saying this. You know, I was playing devil's advocate, but let me be real. We building better. Our way is better, bro. From the case that Law laid out, I really don't have to add to what Law said. But if you look at the volume of talent that we've built over time and still have cash in the bank, we're better. And our team is better. We are the best team in the league based on how we building. So why would we change? Right? Thanks. So, I mean.
And real quick, to go ahead and segue real quick, looking back at this game.
We got a super chat too.
Super chat.
Fantastic. I can't the boss, you got to read it because of the device I'm on.
He said, so where will Collins play?
Yeah, so Collins right now, this is really interesting, right? Because Mike McCarthy was asked about this, and something that he said is very, very interesting. He said, hey, I look at reps, I pick the reps, and I want continuity I want consistency in terms of the footwork, in terms of where these guys have been working. So right now, Leo Collins is going to be your backup swing. Does he get reps at the left tackle position? Yeah, he probably should, right? But is he getting reps at the guard position? Yeah. So this is what I think. I think that Nashea, the guy that came in, the backup, Nashea, I believe is how you pronounce it. Excuse me if I'm wrong about that. But he came in, he struggled the first 2 series, but Mike McCarthy even notes, and he said this in his presser. He said that after the first 2 series, he played pretty well. And I was fine with his play after the first couple of series when he settled down, right? Collins has not played left tackle since college. So based upon what we've seen of the pattern, I don't think they run Collins out there at left tackle. I really, really, really don't.
Yeah.
Well, I can take it unless you got something, Law.
I'll go last on this topic then. Go ahead.
Okay. First, I do want to apologize to everybody openly because I made a mistake on film. Okay? I made a crucial mistake and I want to own it outright. So, I really, honestly, wholeheartedly, independently reviewed all the film. Okay? All the games on Pass Pro as well as Run. And I've been saying for months that Lael is better than Steele. I was wrong. And I'm actually angry at myself because what I did, and I'm being all the way honest, I went with the noise of the crowd. Okay? So the OC and I did a breakdown and a true comparison of Lael versus Tampa and Steele versus the Chargers. And I knew what I was seeing, but I just waited for the OC. And when we did that video, I never talked to the OC, but he confirmed everything that I was seeing. And I'm just being all the way honest. There's no way you can do a side by side and watch those guys in Pass Pro as well as the Run and say Lael is better. You cannot. And then I also thought about the press conference that Lael was in. He actually said it himself if you listen closely. I can play it, but I can play it right now. Should I play it?
Go ahead.
All right. So I say that, because this is the deal. This is the key to it. Lael said himself, if you listen close, and I caught it late after watching the film, real close. I caught it late. He said, I knew this was going to happen since week 2. I'm in the film rooms with those guys. What is that saying?
He's saying that I recognize that Steele is balling.
Yes. And I caught it late. I was like, he said it himself.
Yeah, he said, I recognize this boy's balling.
That's what he was saying. Yeah. Let me play it so y'all won't think we making it up. Because I promise you, when I checked the film, because it made me go back, I said, hold on. Let me go look at Lael versus Tampa. Because everybody just keeps saying, he's elite. He's just better. He's hands down better. So let me just go check. Because he said, bro.
He was elite in 2019.
Yeah, 2019, yes.
He's elite, right?
Yeah.
I'm not bashing Collins, man, but I'm gonna say it. Double down. Look at the tape. Just look at the tape. Just look at the tape. And this is how I would suggest people should do it. No pressure. All right. I would say watch this tape first with the volume all the way down. Don't listen to no commentary. Just watch. Take notes. Look at hands. Look at feet. Look at God damn. It was something else that stood out about it. Look at the balance.
It was definitely the balance. That was like obvious. Yeah, that was obvious. It was something else about it though. It was definitely his hands and feet. But but then just being honest, my boy Lael didn't look the same. And I really honestly looked at it. I was like, this not the same, bro.
Leg
and then
strength, too.
and then still just look better.
Oh, that was the
Period.
tape. I was waiting on the tape. Was that the tape?
Oh, I can show the tape. You want me to show the tape?
Oh yeah, that was we were waiting. I thought you.
Oh, I was gonna show Lael. Let me show Lael real quick.
Okay.
Let me listen.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I could start by talking about your way back in, and I know working at right tackle and left guard now. Was that a little surprising when you met with Mike Monday and got that news, or just kind of your approach at working at two backup positions while you get back in shape?
Oh no, I mean it wasn't surprising. You know, I've been in meetings with the guys. I think after the
Kind of your approach at
What did he say?
backup positions while you get back in shape.
Listen.
Oh, no, I mean it wasn't surprising. You know, I've been in meetings with the guys. I think after the first 2 weeks, and you know, obviously just watching them play and play together. You know, everything's been going great. So,
Cause he asked them, like, was you surprised? He like, no. That's basically saying still been balling.
And he said they've been playing together and playing great.
Right.
Well,
I mean, that's the horse's mouth.
yeah, well, the thing is, man, in OC, you know it. You know, you played offensive line. That's the only unit that all five of those guys got to be on the same page. And I just think that you can't play musical chairs with that. And what Jerry Jones said today in his presser or on the interview, was saying that Lael is the ultimate leader of this front five. And I was like, hey, what about Zach Martin? But it's something that Lael Collins brings to the table that I believe that everybody's willing to listen to. And he's very valuable. So I don't know. The issue is with Tyron Smith with the bone spurs, and I tried to go over it earlier today. But we need to have somebody to solidify that left tackle role. And I don't care if Ty Nasucky started off slow. He's still Ty Nasucky. And you can't just be sitting here with Ty Nasucky and you have Lael Collins' big butt sitting on the sideline. Coaching staff got to get out of their feelings and figure it out and put him in somewhere if Tyron Smith can't go. So I don't want to see my one of my highest paid player watching from the sidelines. I can't have that.
No doubt.
I can't have
no
it.
doubt.
So they got to figure it out. I don't care who's good or who's better. Figure it out.
Because I was going to Tyrone Church question.
Go ahead.
All right, where's he go play? When I was listening, it sounded like they was really prepping him for left guard.
Yep.
So Jerry talked about that preparation is the key to the week. That's exactly why Cooper Rush got all the first team reps. When he got all the preparation reps, as good as Dak was, they wasn't putting him out there, period. Because Cooper Rush got all the prep reps. So they given, in my opinion, Collins the reps for left guard. But then T. Smith happened. Okay?
Spurs.
And I was listening to Jerry today. And they're open to it, but it's more so they got to work him into practice doing that.
Yeah.
And if he not, because like Law said, I think Law said it perfect. They're a unit, and they not gonna play with that unit. As talented as Collins is, they're gonna be very careful on how they deal with the unit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because they want to make sure. And okay, listen. I'ma just. To me, the best thing to do is look around the league and listen to people who actually do this. Okay. The Saints cross-train the most. So I listen to what they do. Let's just listen, and then we'll talk about it.
All the parts of it, they have to be there in order to be ready to play on Sunday. So I take a lot of pride in it, and I look forward to the challenge of that, of, maybe a lot of weeks you don't know where you might end up playing on Sunday, and just going in and doing the best.
You already said, I don't know where I'm going to be playing on Sunday, but then he go talk about what he got to do to be ready. So he talking about how the Saints train to be ready in multiple positions.
Best you can.
How much work preparation are you able to get in at each position to prepare?
Yeah, you get as many as you can. We've only got so many reps every single day in practice. but understanding how many reps you have and how you divide those reps and where you feel like, if you don't feel as comfortable at a certain position, making sure that you get those reps. And our coaches do a great job of understanding that as well and making everyone aware of the game plan and the substitutions. And really it comes down to, you got to put yourself in the spot. You got to make sure you get those reps. So on Sunday, whatever spot you might end up in, you're going to be comfortable there.
There it is.
Yeah.
So when I watch, and then I ain't gonna play the whole interview, all right? But it's some key parts to that interview. Like he said, it was times I went out there and I didn't get a good week of practice at the position I was gonna play, and I felt it. So that's why I'm going back to, even if they feel like they want him to play left guard or left tackle, they're not gonna do it unless they give him at least a week or two of training. In my opinion,
right?
To answer that question,
a week or two, and when you look at the Saints building the plane while it's in the air, their quarterback went down, and that's different adjustments to the front five, different cadence that this quarterback far as shift protection, far as what he liked to see, far as blocking, different type of caliber of quarterback. So what you saw out of that game of how the Saints beat the Buccaneers was elite coaching. Coaching plays a major role, not a minor role.
Right.
And that is how we can win the game, even with Mike McCarthy talking about, he studied the tendencies of the aficionados. Excuse me, he's also prepositioned himself or prepping everything for La'el Collins to be versatile, to play tackle and guard back again. So I've seen storylines whereas they're not even afraid to put Terrence Steele at left tackle. So there's so many moving parts with this that we are now finally seeing a complete team because they make the adjustments and when the previous administration that been here 9 to 10 years never made. I got this saying over here on my channel, Boss Cowboy and the OC. It's better to already have the poncho, the rain boots, the umbrella before it rained. The previous administration, they see, it's a 90% chance of rain. We're going to live on the 10% chance, and we're not going to go buy the poncho. We're not going to buy the umbrella. And now all of a sudden it's raining. Now they're trying to scramble and buy the umbrella. I believe the way that Mike McCarthy is putting things in place, he got that poncho and raincoat, umbrella, boots, and everything. He's ready for war.
Yeah. And this is what I'm trying to get everybody to understand. And then OC, I could tell you got something you dripping. Are you cool? I'll say this. Cool. This is something that's new to the Cowboys. Right. Okay. So Jason Garrett would have never pulled a move like this. We watched him play Chaz Green and Bell and let Dak get sacked 6 times with no adjustment. Let me just be honest with y'all. Filming is different.
Right.
Mike McCarthy came out and said, y'all talking about moving Zach Martin to tackle? That's Madden. And then did it. They different. This a different coaching staff.
I got some that one too, yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know Mike McCarthy talks about, and they also, when we trying to decipher the tea leaves, remember, they hide their hand a lot. Right? You with me, Low with me? Man, they hide their hand a lot. They do. So trying to interpret the tea leaves, you got to be like very selective of what statements make sense. So when he talk about, trying to keep the flow of the line, it's some truth to it. Yeah. But it's also some deception. Like they don't want to tell everybody, we're going to move La'el here or there, or we're going to do this with Conor McGovern. Jerry is the one you really need to listen to because he the one that tips it.
He tips it.
Mike McCarthy
can't help
won't.
Himself. Yeah.
Oh
my God. Hey, case in point, they tried to corner him in his interview earlier.
Yeah,
today.
They did.
They tried. He leaked some of it, but I come here to tell you that they already playing mindfoolery. When did this start at Cowboy Nation? Pay attention. The time when we brought out guys with red jerseys, that never happened, right?
Right.
Remember that?
Yes.
Earlier last year, they said, let's scrape the names off. Let's remove the names off from the back of the jerseys. People were getting mad and angry, upset. So Mike McCarthy kind of bended to that ruling just a little bit. Is that my screen or your screen? Okay, yeah.
No, that's me. I was just showing you talk about Jerry. As you were talking about Jerry, I was showing your video of Jerry.
Okay, good. But this is the thing, Cowboy Nation. Hear me out. They fool around and leak the video of Cooper Rush's father talking to I believe a reporter, and they said, "Hey, Cooper, Rush dad, I forgot his name. When did you knew that your son was going to play?" He said, "They told me Thursday." Don't y'all get what I'm saying?
Yes, I heard you.
They knew Thursday that Cooper Rush was going to play, but the Cowboys organization had NFL Network, ESPN, Pookie, Ray, even me said, "Hey, Dak Prescott,
they hide their hand.
He gonna play. Look at Dak Prescott. He's pulling the luggage. He's walking. I don't see a limp. Oh, look at Dak Prescott. He's doing the Dak dance. He's out there with Boothang hanging up thigh meat. Oh, look at Dak Prescott. He's over there at the Stars game, for crying out loud. I thought Dak Prescott was gonna be able to play, but they knew Thursday.
They knew Thursday, Law.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing
Straight
but
up.
the best. Let's go.
They knew Thursday. So when we talking about they hide their hand, to me, that's why I listen to Jerry, bro, because Jerry is the one that, like you said, Law, he can't help it. He can't help it. Because he always go mix marketing with football.
Right.
So he go tease you. He go let out a little bit. Like, remember before we signed Jalen on his contract, he said it might be a fourth guy. Because remember, it was Cooper trying to get paid, Zeke was trying to get paid, and it was Dak. And he came, it might be a fourth guy. And sure enough, that week they signed Jalen. He can't help it.
He signed Jalen to squeeze Ezekiel.
Right. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on, Law. I gotta get Law that perfect on that one. Hold on.
Perfect.
Shit. Exactly. That's historical facts. Straight up. So anyway, that was a long answer on that Collins, but you know, and people go have different opinions, and that's okay. You know, the main thing we need to agree on is it's hard to know what's going on, right? Exactly. And I'm actually glad they hide their hand, Law. I'm glad we all guessing, right? I'm glad we all debating to a degree, right? Because you know the cool thing is Xavier Woods said this, OC. He said, we got ready for Dak.
Yeah.
Right?
I heard that.
Law crazy.
Hey,
Law crazy.
When I heard that interview, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was like, got him, coach. Got him. Oh, so you got some input on that, bro? You be quiet.
No, I'm just sitting back letting y'all ride this thing on out, man. So look, here's the thing, man. I think that what's really true, the truest thing that Mike McCarthy said is that I do care about reps, I do care about consistency and position. So I think that part of what he said is absolutely true. Which, you know, kind of makes me think that, hey, man, here's the beautiful thing. And he was very happy that Von Miller got traded. So we ain't got to see the sack leader for the Broncos this week. We ain't got to see Von Miller, who has 4.5 sacks because he's been traded to the Rams. Now we just see Chubb. We see Chubb, who only has about 3 sacks. Another guy has a deep backup defensive end, has 2.5 sacks. So these guys are not sack artists. These guys only have about 20 sacks all season. So these guys are not beating boys one-on-one, which is really good for the Cowboys, right? You don't got to play Dak to beat them. You ain't got to necessarily rush if you don't feel comfortable with Collins starting at left tackle, right? You don't really got to do nothing. You can almost run out. I'm going to just say what I think. You can run out the same team that we played the Vikings and beat the Broncos, because the Broncos have shown that they go lose versus any team that's 500 and above.
They yelling out in the chat that Chubb is hurt.
Oh
man. Thank you.
Game over.
Hey,
Game over.
Making my point, right? Y'all making my point. Thank you, chat. Making my point. We ain't got to do nothing. We can let Dak Prescott take his time. We can play Cooper Rush, line up, and smash mouth you again, like Kellen Moore did in the first quarter versus the Minnesota Vikings. Soften you up like a meat tenderizer. Soften you up, moisturize you for the kill. So then when we got to pass the ball to try to win the game in the second half, you ain't got no sea legs, baby. And even the shake can hold up, baby, because we ran that ball down your throat the first quarter and a half of that game.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Hey, you still got that chart in your Rolodex over there, Boss Cowboy, where we were running the ball. What side we were running the ball on?
Let me pull it up.
Let
me pull it up.
Can you
Go
pull
ahead.
up that chart?
But right talk about it real quick, or I'll pull it up.
Yeah, while he pulled that up, keep in mind, I believe the Denver Broncos, they are 20th ranked in defense and 17th in the offense, and of course. Stats are for losers. We can't go stat chasing and rank chasing. But I believe that this particular team can give them a run for their money. Of course, now this is how the Broncos started off. They started off 3-0, by the way. So everybody was high on the sauce, and then injuries and life happened to them, and they lost 4 straight games. Now they just won against the Washington team, so they coming off of a high a little bit, and they happy. But they got to come over here to Dallas land. And we should have the reality check that we can say, okay, now try to cash this one in. Because if the Cowboys still ground and pound with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, Dak Prescott can get comfortable back again.
With the OC.
Go ahead, Law. I'm sorry.
The right way, the best way possible. I just look at this thing, man. Look at the chart right there. Still is going to be ready. I think that he's still going to be the starting right tackle, right? And on top of that, Zach Martin ain't going nowhere. This team can run. We can run. Look where those big explosive plays were at against that particular team.
To the right.
To the right.
To the right. And did y'all notice it was exactly the same way versus Minnesota?
Yep.
Facts.
Running to the right. Running to the right.
Because Steele is over there body slamming and Jackson.
Yes.
He's so athletic, man. He's so athletic, man.
He athletic, bro. He is, Law. Like, that's why I apologize to the nation, bro. Because actually, I'm being honest. To not talk about how he playing is doing this justice to how good he playing. I told the OC today, I think he's on a Pro Bowl pace.
Let me pull up his stuff.
Look at his sacks. You're gonna see 0.
He allowed no sacks though.
And this is now versus 3 solid pass rushes. Starting with Bosa, we can throw on the film on that right now. And if I throw on the film right now, I just want y'all to look at how he handling Bosa. Like when the OC did the film and broke it down. One of the best statements I love that the OC said is Bosa ain't got nothing for him. I love it when you said that, bro. That boy said Bosa ain't got nothing. This is Bosa. And y'all just watch Steele, bro.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And what you see is
hold on real quick. I'll say I gotta hit your button. If you go break it down, you know how it go.
Yeah, man.
The OC.
Film breakdown.
Yeah, so what you see at the right tackle right here versus Bosa, look at his footwork, okay? His feet are so quick, he overran Bosa on that play. He's very, very quick-footed. His first 2-3 steps are extremely elite in terms of foot quickness. You're also going to see his length and the timing of his punch. So on that, he overset him, right? Ball comes out quick. So that's his only questionable play. Look at this whole film.
That's it.
If you see him here, the vertical slide, look at that. That's great. He sat down when he got bull rushed. Sat down and he extended, which shows the strength improvement because he used to get walked back last year.
Yep.
Here he is now. Look at the hand. So he's controlling Bosa. It's a chip there, but he's controlling Bosa with the outside hand. He didn't even punch him with his inside hand. That's upper level offensive line play. It's technique to control you with the inside hand and try to force you to go inside. There he is with the quickness as well. He's so quick again on those down blocks. When it's quick play action, he's overrunning the defender on this particular game. So again, he stops the penetrator, slides, just really good quick feet, really fluid. And the thing that you will notice kind of as you watch this is that he really does a fantastic job with his hands. Look at his hands, quick hands. They not hands down, he replaced them. So we call that an offensive line play, replacing your hands. If they knock the hands off, get them right back on. Sticky hand. So again, great hands. Again, knock the hand off. Look how he controls them.
Controlling them.
Yeah.
He's controlling them with one hand. He's just shuffling his feet, and he's controlling them with one hand. Upper level play.
Man, the OC. Oh my God, man. Keep going. I can just watch you talk about this all day. Keep going.
Let me pause it. What you gonna say, Law? We can stop it and talk. We can stop.
I know what I'm gonna do one day. One day I'm just gonna chop up. I'm gonna just do a cut up of all offensive line, and I'm gonna call you over, OC, the Boss Cowboy, and we're gonna go live for like 2 hours straight if you got that time, and we're gonna just go over line by line, precept upon precept.
Precept.
You know what I'm saying? Hand placement. And I just say hand inside. He got his hands inside him. He moved him to the left. He moved him to the right. That's me breaking down offensive line. But I like when you do it post leg, step, kick, slide. I mean, good Lord, head replacement, redirect. I love it, man. Hey, you can do that, and I can probably take the DBs or something like that. But I like your film assessment on guard talk and tackle talk. Man, that goes a long way, man.
It does, bro. Man. It does. And see, Law, I'm being honest. That's why I apologize. Because I was saying, and I know it's not popular. Don't crucify me, okay?
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying is not popular, but it's right. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going to do a disservice to a man that worked as hard as steel by saying a guy that got beat out is better. Did you want to continue, OC?
Go ahead, man. I got nothing but time. Go ahead, man.
All right, go ahead, OC.
All right, so again, looking at the right tackle in this position, again, what you notice is great hands, quick slide. So there it is. So he got the hand slapped on that, but the ball comes out quick, so it's of no consequence. 3-step drop, and that happens from time to time, especially when you're real aggressive with the punch. So look at that.
Killing Bosa.
He stops Bosa. Extension. So the timing and the placement is stopping Bosa dead in his tracks with any move he tries to throw. He's doing that upfield. He's going to speed to power. Look, he tries to go speed to power again. He stops him. So he upfield fast, try to bull rush you at the top of the pass rush to get to the quarterback, and it's not working because Phil is popping him with that punch. And there he is, look, popping him with the punch. And he rides him by. It looks like a loss, but actually he jumps at him and he rolled him by Dak Prescott. So even if the ball didn't come out, it would have been a no play because Bosa was down on one knee.
Now, they said you got any Patriots film on him?
I got Patriots film. I can pull the whole Patriots film right now. All pass pro.
Pull it up then. Boss.
Now, this going to be our first time going over the Patriots film, too. So, I'm excited for this. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second, bro.
I'm all night, baby. I'm all night.
Oh, man. Listen. I already had this film. I didn't think we was going to use it. But here we go. Here we go. Go ahead, Law, while I pull it up if you don't mind.
Hey, well, somebody said Judon was his biggest test, and they wanted to be able to see your assessment, your analysis of Terrence Steele versus Matthew Judon, and I can't wait to see it myself. Oh, you already got it? Hey, go
got it. All right, hold on. You know, hey, listen, because this go end up being his own separate video. So I got to give it its right intro. Give me 1 second.
I love it.
You know how I go, Law. This gonna be a cutout. Hold on.
The OC.
The film breakdown.
This is fresh off the press.
So let's take a look at Terrence Steele versus Judon, the highly regarded free agent draft pick. Okay, so there it is. That's a nice lockup block versus number 93. Here is Steele on this particular play. Look at him again, just really strong at the point of attack. Got down on one knee. Him and Zach Martin are double teaming. That's fine. That was a down block double team on pass pro. No problem. It's called a base block. So at the top of the screen, let's take a look. Nice vertical slide, nasty punch. Very good punch. Quarterback is escaping. He did his job there. So you see at the top of his kick, he has a really nasty, quick punch. He has great hand extension. And Nash was jump set. Oh, nice. See how he jumped on top of him?
Bro.
So when you slide out and jump on top of a DN, that's saying I got confidence. I'm quick, and I'm gonna hit you and stop you right here.
OC, I need a bruh button.
Bruh, I got you. Let's see if I can find it.
Okay, thank you.
Again, look at that. How he forklifts, all right? Number 91 forklift the guy, okay? And knocks him off the spot on the play action pass. Fantastic job by Terrence Steele on that particular play.
That was easy.
Patient. Very patient.
I can't find my bro button.
So,
That was good, baby. We need bruh. We need bruh.
I gotta upload it. I gotta upload it onto my
Get it, bro. Come on, Law. Work it, Law.
Break it down while I do this.
Sorry, OC.
He's being extremely physical and imposing his will on the outside linebacker. He is a true defensive end type. Boom. Look at the punch. Boom. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Rewind that.
Right. Okay, OC.
I
There
never
it
knew
is.
offensive line video could be this crock, baby.
I'm telling you. Ow!
So listen. So look at this. This is about punch.
crazy.
Ooh, look at that. Rewind it again. Rewind it.
I'm telling you, this boy balling. He ain't getting no credit.
So look, here it is. So, okay.
That was a play before. My fault.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you the breakdown on why that was so impressive. Because
Tell me when to pause, OC.
All right, here it is. Pause. So, right before this pause, Terrence Steele punches him with his hands, and as an elite, really good pass rusher, Udom, he knocks his hands off. His hands off. It gets in Terrence Steele's chest, okay? Terrence Steele replaces his hands, sits down to stop his counter move of knocking his hands off again. That's the elite offensive tackle. So most of the time in the NFL, when you see an NFL offensive tackle get his hands knocked off, and the defensive end counters it, that's going to be a win and a blow by for that defensive end. Not so with Terrence Steele, because his feet and his agility are of such that he gets his hands knocked off. Udon has got his hands in his chest right here. Look at how he sits down and recovers and controls the block.
We need that bruh before we play it.
Bruh. There it is. You saw how he sat down and stopped him? He sat down and stopped him. Ball is out clean. Great play by
God, dog.
We call that a great recovery. Steps down there, again, easy work for him. So any of those step down blocks, that's why they're pulling Zach Martin more, because he's able to neutralize and do step down blocks against a pass rusher. That's easy work. He just jumps at this guy, popped him, and rolled him by the quarterback, because number 93 is not quick enough to run by Terrence Steele, so he has no fear. He just jump sets him really quick and pops him.
It is, bro. I love it.
He's not worried about number 93 at all, because the linebacker, the 3-4, in this sense, is not rushing. So what he's doing right here, he flies up. I'm not worried about you at all. Okay, that was a loss, all right? That was a loss. His set was too shallow. Okay, so he set
Hold
at
on,
the 40.
OC, real quick, before
shallow.
you break down the nuance, I want to say something real quick.
Yep.
We put every pass play in here, so this is not cherry picked. That's important. You know what I mean? So you can see the whole flow. Yeah, and we put them in order. You know what I mean? So it's every one. I'm sorry, OC.
No, so how he lost on that. So now he makes up for it on this particular play. He gets depth on his set, so he kicks back enough to cover his whole body. The play where he got beat, he did not do that, but he made a great play there. So that's a game. So there he is again, holding up really good against a bull rush, and that's fine because they were running the game, so he had to kick for depth to account for the movement of the defensive lineman. There he is. He comes back inside, chipping number 90 because he didn't have a rush on that play. That's exactly how he should play it. But he has to look outside first. So it's disciplined technique here. He's looking outside first. He's pointing. He's talking because he understands on this particular play, he may help like he just does there, and then he comes right back outside to number 9. So you notice that number 9 tries to run, and he slides right back outside to cover the guy up.
Let me add some more context to this, OC.
Let me pause it.
Yeah, pause it right quick because y'all getting some good stuff, man. And I got my notepad ready. I should have got some popcorn, some drink. So the context to this, he played 438 snaps. That's the collective snaps that he played.
Let me highlight you, Law.
Okay, he played 438 snaps. Out of that 438, he only had 3 penalties. Okay, zero sacks. Okay, allowed.
Man.
2 quarterback hits. So he allowed the quarterback to get hit after the play was said and done twice. 2. That's the only time you can touch him. And one of the pressures, he allowed 8 pressures. So I'm quite sure that one that you said he kind of, well, you used the context of the wording, shallow. You know, is that what he did wrong? Shallow.
It was a shallow set. So let me explain the shallow. Break
that down. I got my notepad right here.
Hold on, Law. Where your notes, bro? Where your notes? He get them notes for real. Y'all got Law messed up.
Y'all think, man, look, I had good grades in school. You know, when somebody's talking, I'm listening. I'm trying to learn.
That's my dog. Law is my dog. Y'all hear me? Y'all
I'm learning context with this.
Y'all hear me?
Confirmation.
Say straight up, bro. Say, listen. This is... Man,
this school right here.
This is good stuff, bro.
Hey, low key, people fail to realize film sessions don't last 10 minutes, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, boss, can you let them know how long film sessions last?
Shoot, bro. A real film session?
A real one.
Hours. Like if we getting ready before practice, 2 hours for sure. Then you go get an hour after practice for sure. Then you got to do your own research at your own place as you're trying to study your opponent, not the scheme. You know what I mean? So it's hours of film. So we broke this down to 10 minutes. Okay. So we cut it down, but this is all of it. And I'm going to tell you how I was graded. And I will tell you how the OC was graded and how the Law was graded. When Law played football, this is why he asked me the question. He already know the answer. Law already know the answer. He doing this for entertainment to where he asked me a question that he already know. All right. But I'm going to tell you, when Law was graded, when I was graded, when the OC was graded, they grade every play. That's why we showed every play. So because you got to grade every pass play. That's why when you hear the OC talk, he'll say that was a loss right there. Because in a real grade, they put what series and what play you had your loss.
Oh, pluses and minuses.
Pluses and minuses. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why this is the real reason why I apologize. Because it was like, when I really broke down his film and I was like, bro, I've been saying this whole time and I'm watching this dude play at a Pro Bowl level. Like real talk. And that's real talk. It's just not popular to say yet.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just that he was an undrafted free agent. It's almost like Dak is treated. It took a long time for people to go ahead and let elite come out their mouth. Remember how I used to come out Law? Yeah. Remember how I used to come out OC?
People were scared to say it.
They were scared to say it because he was a 4th rounder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like my boy. Just like Curse, we didn't want to say it. We didn't want to say Curse is good. His tape was good. We was doing the same. Curse is. We didn't want to say Curse was cold, even though we was looking at it. We had to wait. That's what's going on with Steele, man. It's like, nah, Steele is balling. That is Bosa. That is old boy from New England. I forgot his name. That is Hunt, and it's still 0 sacks. It's only still 2 hits.
2 hits out of 438 snaps. Give me that ratio any day.
Any day.
He playing like the OC played my junior year.
Stop. Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't you even.
FBI, open up.
Bruh.
So, boss, you shouldn't hate on me like that, boss. I mean, you supposed to be my partner.
I know, bro. I know.
No, listen. Bruh. Do it again. So listen. No, he looks good, and what I'm talking about is pass pro. I'm talking about his consistency and pro. Bruh. Okay.
Hey,
Trevor, he said he look like the OC.
He
did say he looked like the OC.
Let's do the equivalency. Trayvon Diggs looking like Law.
I know Dion looking like Boss Cowboy right now, bro. Dion looking like Boss Cowboy.
Trayvon Diggs looking like Law.
He reminds me of myself when I was a young man.
You must be out your
Hold on. I'm trying to get it together. We on the show. I forgot we on the show, man.
Myself. He reminds me.
Hey, yo, see now, I like you, man.
He reminds me of myself. Wait a second, I'm gonna say it anyway. He reminds me of myself when I was a young man. He reminds me of myself.
Hey, man. Let's go pull up the tape again, man.
Oh, man. That boy got me crying.
Hey, man, I'm looking at the tape. Trayvon Diggs looked just like me when I was in the... When I was playing football, Trayvon Diggs. He looking like me. Law, you play DB? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I used to look just like Diggs.
No, boss, he was always garbage.
Hey, man, no, man. Oh, you gonna call me garbage, bro? Oh, man, that boy called me garbage. Oh, man, that boy got dirty, bro. Oh, that hurt. That hurt your boy feelings. That boy called me. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Come on, man. We ain't had this much fun, man.
All right. Yeah, back to the show. Back to the show. My fault.
Man,
oh,
about 600 people left.
And we messing with y'all. See, that was just funny, bro.
Man,
Long had me going, bro.
Yeah, dog.
I ain't tripping, man. It's all good. But no, listen, the greater is the tremendous amount of consistency that Still is playing in the top position. You look at the tape and you look at how he's played, right? That's why people say don't come out of the game, because when you come out of the game, you never know who's going in the game.
Right.
Don't come out of the huddle, because you never know who's going in that huddle. And Bill Parcells said that. And that's why, and regardless of whatever we say or think, and Leo Collins is a great player, right? And he's versatile and he's a talented guy. But the reason why Still is starting is really because of Collins and his own, decision-making and things that happen with him, right? Because if he can take care of business, man, he's the starting right tackle. But I'm happy because Still is super athletic. He's almost too quick for his own good. On some of the step down blocks, you got to tell him to slow down. Hey, man, control your speed. Slow down a step. Because he's overrunning people. And look, listen to what I'm about to say. He's overrunning people on cutoff plays. The cutoff block for an offensive tackle is one of the hardest blocks, because you have to get your feet and your head across somebody that's running the direction that you're trying to stop them from going. You have to be extremely quick and athletic to do that. He's overrunning defensive tackles on cutoff blocks.
Oh, wow.
That's how quick he is off the ball with his first couple steps. And his length is tremendous in terms of how he's playing with his hands and his punch. It's just fantastic, the things that he's doing right now.
Well, let me ask you a Lyle Collins question then. How difficult would it be if they say, okay, let's kick Terrence Steele at left tackle and put Lyle Collins back at right tackle, juxtaposed to keeping Lyle Collins in at left tackle versus left guard? How difficult would that be?
I think that, here's the deal. And this is where, I'm going to answer your question in a second, but this is where you need to really go and watch that breakdown on the pass pro of Collins versus Steele and how Collins played versus Tampa Bay. If you put him at left tackle, if you put Collins at right tackle, then you take really a step back a little bit based on how Steele has been playing. If you put Collins at left, you can put Collins at left because of the quickness off the ball and the athleticism. I think he holds up. But because of how well he's playing, I wouldn't do it. And if you put him at left tackle, he's going to need a couple weeks to adjust. Because it's a different, it's like left brain, right brain, right? If you're thinking with the right side of the brain, it's function, right? It's more function, cognitive. If you're thinking with the left side of your brain, it's more creative. That's the creative side of the brain. So it takes you a little bit on the muscle memory to get your feet, your hands in right. Because I went from playing left tackle to right tackle off, right? And it took me a little bit to get the physical muscle continuity to get used to playing right versus left. Could he do it athletically? Yeah, I think he could. Will the Cowboys do it, man? I'm not sure. I don't think they do right now.
Okay.
I think they could. I think it's gonna depend on what they saying at practice, bro. If we start hearing reports and seeing still shot pictures of him playing left tackle, he getting ready to play it, because that means they don't got no faith in Ty. You know what I mean? But if we see in those same reports of he playing left guard and right tackle, then that means, because one thing Jerry said when you listen to Law's, because Law did a great job of breaking down.
Thank you for that.
The interview. Great job. I mean, piece by piece, he broke it down. Okay. One part of the Jerry interview, when you listen to the Jerry interview real close, he said they had a plan going in. Okay. With Liel. So that means before Tyron Smith went out, listen to it real close. Go listen to that Jerry interview. He talking about it was an initial plan for Collins. So, and he said it depends on what they do this week. And he not lying about that. I know he telling the truth, because he been telling the truth the whole time on everything else. He told us this was happening. He told us 2 weeks ago. You know, he told us 2 weeks ago, he said there's a chance that we could see Steele and Collins on the field. He's still working on that.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
But the plan was obviously, the plan is to have Collins ultimately at the left guard position.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Right?
That's it.
You didn't have Smith being injured, right? So, as far as what I see, man, I think that based upon what I heard, right, from McCarthy, that he's not overwhelmingly disappointed with Nishate. He's not overwhelming.
Right.
He gave up pressure, gave up a sack. He's not overwhelmed, disappointed with it, right? We want the best five on the field. They got options, and I think that's the most beautiful thing in this scenario.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, because Nishate has got so many reps at left tackle. He's got so many reps at left tackle, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. We got to see. I'm not sure that he bit Nishate and says, okay, Collins or Steele, you got to start, especially how well Steele is playing at the right tackle position. If I'm the coach, and I'm not, but if I'm the coach, I don't want to move Steele anywhere unless I absolutely had to. Unless I absolutely had to. I don't want to move him. I want to leave him parked right there where he's been dominant.
Right, he's been dominant. And I want to say one more thing too, just real quick, and then I want to talk about Curse, if you don't mind. Okay. Jerron Curse, because it looked like he got the green dot leading the defense. I would definitely want to talk about that. That's like, wow. All right. But just going back to this Collins, it was another thing when Lau did that breakdown that I want y'all to listen to real close when Jerry was speaking. He also talked about the consistency of being able to see those guys through training camps.
Correct.
He talked about that. So that's why when we played that video, Jerry kept saying Steele was consistent during training camp. And he said again that we really didn't see enough from Collins. And it's not, because remember, he had the stinger. He had so much going on, and they trying to really evaluate. You know what I mean? They trying to figure out, what we gonna do? Right tackle, left guard, right guard. We don't, So they trying to get to, because I think, and I'm just being honest, and then we can change subject, or y'all can stay on this. It don't matter. I don't think they teaching them a lesson. I don't think I don't have nothing to do with anger or anything. When I looked at the film, I think this is about the film. And I think it's to Coach Marv's point. I think that hip is a slight issue. Just being honest. Just like Dez's ankle took a little bit away from him. I think that hip is taking a little bit away from Collins, and I think they trying to say, we paid him, where can we get the best long-term usage out of him? That's just my opinion.
That would be guard.
Yeah, awful.
Guard.
I'm going to say this. I think that the hip is a real issue. When I look at his play and how he's absorbing contact, and how he was easily uprooted and bounced back on that, and that's why you got to go watch that breakdown. You'll see it for yourself. I don't see him playing with the power he played with in 2019. And I mentioned this early in training camp. I said, look, man, I'm looking at him and I'm seeing him play out over his feet. So if you see him here, again, now he did fine on that play, but if you look at the other plays, man, you see a lot of lunging. He's playing with his weight out over his feet. You seeing him getting pushed back in certain situations on one-on-one pass pro. And the run game on step downs, that's fine because he didn't have upfield pressure running at him where he got to back up. So the step down blocks are fine. But what I'm saying, man, is I think that he lost a little bit of strength. That's what I see, man. I think he lost a little bit of strength, man, when I see him on one-on-one pass pro. I don't see the power that I saw in 2019. In this video, these plays are not per se showing it because you don't see him one-on-one back.
It's coming. It's coming. We're not going to probably show it all because it's 12-minute video. We ain't going to show this whole video.
Hey, man, go with it, man. Just go.
That's my dog, Law. Hold on. Let me pause this. That's my, Law about that life. Listen, y'all. Let me just pause real quick. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. I got to do this whole thing for my boy because he really about this, bro. Hold on. I'm just glad that you opening it up for the OC to just have a clear floor to really get into this whole comparison breakdown. OC, you want to go and just knock this out real quick a little bit?
Just a little bit, man, if you got time.
Just a little bit. All right, here we go.
Go ahead. So you notice, and this is why I always thought he's a natural left guard, and he's naturally really good on the interior because he has no problem stepping forward. But it's this stuff right here with the lean and how he gets uprooted, right? I mean, if the ball's not coming out quick in some of these pass pros, man, he's going to be in trouble. And you don't notice it because Kellen Moore did so great with the game plan and the screen game and the 1-2 and throwing off the third step with Dak Prescott in this Tampa Bay game. You don't really notice it. And so he graded out okay because he's blocking his man. But when you get into really looking at his technique and his leverage and his body, man, I'm scared if I got to hold that ball on a 5 or 7 step drop. And that's the difference between him and Steele that I see right now. So if you see this right here, that was again overextended. That was fine with that run. That was fine with that particular pass pro. But again, as you see, as we continue, if we see more,
it's gonna get worse. Watch.
Yeah, you're gonna see him with the lunging, with missing with the hands, stuff like that.
It's coming.
And the down blocks are fine, which is why from a power position, being between two people, right, a center and a guard, he's fine. He'll be fine. Because he's powerful at the point of attack, right? He's strong enough, even if he misses with his hands, and you're going to see it in some of these pass pros, he'll miss with the hands. He'll still get the block because he just engulfs it.
There it is.
Hands, right, lunging and falling.
You see it?
The problem is the lack of balance.
I'm going to show it again. Oh, see, I just rewinded it.
So the lack of balance is what I'm concerned about, man. That's what gets your quarterback hit
right there.
Complete miss with the hands.
Yep.
Complete miss with the hands, falling over your own feet because you're lunging. And if you're lunging, I'm telling you guys, I played the position, I've studied position, I've coached the position. If you're lunging, it's something about your lower body strength, right? And so there, that's fine. It's a jump set. He's fine there. But when he has to set with any amount of depth, it's probably missing with the, and he missed with the hands here, but he's like, well, he actually get hit with the hands there. I apologize. But some of the plays you're going to see if you keep going, he's going to miss with the hands. He's playing out over his weight a little bit. So let's take a look here. That's of no consequence. He doesn't have to rush her. So he's good there. He's absolutely fine. Let's continue. And I'll show you a couple examples of what I'm saying. Again, stepping down blocks, fine, no problem there, right? That's short area stuff. So the short area plays, he's go excel at and really can bully you around a little bit. He's fine because he has power to put, again, short area plays, stepping down, he's great at that, no problem. He can even create a lot of movement just because he's naturally just a power player to me, more naturally as an inside player. Again, stepping down the side, he'll cover the guy up, he'll swallow you up. There he is, no big deal there. So that's fine. So here we go, open-ended, okay? So we're open-ended. Let's see if he gets a rusher on this play. All right, no rusher, right? So again, quick.
And let me say something real quick, OC. You can see on the first half of this game, he really wasn't getting many one-on-one rushers. It's going to heat up in just a second, and you're going to really get a real good look of what he does when he one-on-one.
So, and guys, thank you for being patient because we just letting the film roll, right? We're not, So here he is again, beat clean inside. He overset the dude, right? A little bit too aggressive, right? But it's the thing with Leal, what Collins that you see is that he has this big starter kick. See that big starter kick where he has his feet off the ground and he's beat clean there because of the lunging, right? And that's fine, but the ball comes out, so it's okay, right? So here's the deal. This is what I think so look at his right foot. He got that big step. So again.
Yeah, you saw it. You saw it.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm trying to be objective as possible, but my bad.
Go ahead, oh, I know. He got clubbed. You said the same thing, OC, on the film video. You did just like that. You said, just like Law, because the film not lying.
Yeah.
So take a look here. So again, stepping down the side, he's fine. But again, you don't see the foot quickness, right? Notice the difference in when we saw the still film, the foot quickness where he almost overran you on the down blocks. But Collins has, again, those cover-up hold you blocks, but he's missing and lunging. So he's not stable in his stance. Even on that play, I'm looking at him go back and forth because he's lunging and leaning. He's missing with the hands. Again, he stepped down to push a guy. Yeah, that's fine. That's a step down double team. He did that at LSU, made a living doing that at LSU. So he's fine with those step down power blocks. But one-on-one in space, take a look. All right. So again, he fell down there. He lost his balance there. Nobody even hit it.
Yep.
He lost his balance. So I'm looking at his balance. I'm looking at how he's playing with his weight. Again, so fine there. Good job there. Hey, good block there. Held up fine there. Let's take a look at him here. Miss with the hands, lunge.
Yep. It's clear, bro.
Miss with the hand, lunge. So if that wasn't a 3-step drop, that's a big sack on that.
Yep.
Miss with the hands, got bull rush.
He
right?
got that guy got inside
help.
on him. Yeah.
Yep.
He didn't extend.
Help with Zach Martin because I'm sorry, I'm not Zach Martin. Connor McGovern.
He got inside again. Yeah.
Yep. And notice how he's getting uprooted, right? Notice, run that play back.
Hold on real quick. I got you.
Terrence don't allow him to get inside like that, but I see what you're saying, though. Yeah.
Uprooted. So look at his feet, though. Run it back one more time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go back. Okay, cool. So, again, here he is. He's uprooted, and he's being walked back. So, in this particular play, I think it's a play before. It's a really bad miss with the hand. So, you notice still controlling guys with that outside hand. Yep. He's that hand clubbed and getting a soft corner. They're getting around that. So, if you look at him here again, you're going to see inside, boom, and notice, stop. Perfect. That's the problem. You see that? Look at his feet. That's getting walked back to the quarterback. Now, he gets help with McGovern because McGovern is uncovered, which is great for him on this particular play. But if McGovern is not there to help and they rushed another guy, McGovern's not going to be there. He's getting walked back. And what I'm noticing, that's why I say I think the hip is an issue because I'm not seeing the power and the able to sit down on any power. This is not a guy that's 300 pounds that's bull rushing him, by the way. This is not a guy that's 300 pounds. This is a guy that's about 270 pounds walking him back. So I'm concerned about that if we have to do any type of long pass pro plays. But again, Kellen Moore, shout out to him on this. Great job. Again, look how he gets uprooted now again. And Vita Vea just tore up McGovern on that play, but that's okay. All right, ball comes out. Right? Ball comes out. I'm looking at it. Let's take a look. Big long step. Good. Missing with the hands again. Missing with the hands and lunging again. If that ball didn't come out right there, that would have been a hit on Dak Prescott. Rewind that, Boss Cowboy, if you don't mind. Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. If the ball didn't come out quick, the lunging, missing with the hands.
It's the next one.
Not striking with the hands on that play. So I'm looking at nuances, and I'm comparing him to Steele, and I'm saying that Steele is playing much better. I'm just being really honest on what I think.
Yep.
Again, getting walked back to the quarterback.
He got walked back again.
Yeah, because, and to me, that's a lower body leverage issue, Boss Cowboy and Law Nation. That's a lower body issue. That's why I'm concerned about the hip, because I'm not seeing him play with power, dude. And I'm used to seeing him play with some power. And I'm not seeing him play with power. And so when I look at that Tampa Bay film, I'm looking past the 3-step drops and the screens going left and right. I'm looking at if we're in a real game, and oh my God, he almost got clubbed again, but he's so strong when he tried to club him, he just lunged into him. but his technique is bad.
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, OC. See, this is why we got to watch film right here. My boy Reaper says Steele right now has quicker feet and better hands. That's why we always got to go to the film. Because remember, we all been debating this. You know what I mean? But when we turn on the film, women lie, men lie, but film don't lie. Film don't lie, bro. And that's why I had to come out and I apologize. I said I've been saying Lyle was better, and he just not, bro. And that's why I don't think it's personal. I don't think they mad at him. That's why he also said, and I'm gonna go back to the film real quick.
I mean, I wasn't surprised at all. You know, I just kind of figured, you know, whenever I got back, just make sure I'm ready to go, you know, wherever. That's the biggest thing for me.
He said it himself. I wasn't surprised at all.
Again, miss with the hands. Stop it right. Leave it right there. He missed with the hands, right? Because he's lunging. So you notice he's playing over his feet. That's what I'm talking about, guys. So when you watch offensive linemen, there was an old adage, right? And I coached this, and I was coached like this coming up. No base, no balance, no power.
Oh, let me write that down, dog. No base.
I love my dog, bro. Listen.
No base, no balance, no power. So what you see is that his back is messed up because his feet are not stabilized in the ground, right? Which causes him to lose balance. So he's lunging over his feet. He doesn't have power. So we call that catching. You're playing catch. You know how you catch a baseball, catch a baseball? We call that catching instead of striking. What you see with Steele, you see striking at the point of attack. You see striking sitting down, controlling the rush of that defender. You don't see him catching. Here's the strike. Again, running him by using the hands, right? And on that play, because it was just a straight speed rush, you really can't strike, but you run him by with your hands. That's fine, but he has great feet to cover him up here. So if you see
hold on real quick. I'm sorry, OC, I didn't mean to cut you off. I got to address this. This is why we did the film the way we did the film. Because my boy Steve said, and I'm not picking on you, Steve, he said this was Lyle's first game in over a year. He's still better than Steele, in my opinion. This cat was an All-American, fellas. I'm with you, and I agree with you, but we got to factor in the hip. We got to factor in that he ain't played in over a year, and it was also Steele's first game. Steele's first game was versus Bosa. The level of competition that Collins is going against is not on Bosa's level. The person, and Steve, cool. This is why I love you, Steve. Steve said it's all good. You know what I mean? Because we just talking about. We just talking about. But the level of competition that Collins is going against and also struggling against is not to the level that Steele had to do on his first game back. You know? So that's why I said it's not popular to say. And very few go say it. But what do you see? Like straight up, what do you really see? Not what we've been hearing, not what we've been, because I've been saying it wrong. I've been saying it. Oh yeah, he clearly better. Lyle, he just better. Oh come on, Steele, he might get up there to him. And then I really broke the tape down. I said I've been telling people wrong. And maybe Lyle is better at some point, but I say this, he not better now.
Look at the strike. Notice the strike.
I'm sorry.
That last play. You ain't got to run it back because I think everybody saw it. But notice the difference. If you just run one play, just run that one play back. It just.
When we run it back? All right.
Yeah. One play back is just that play. So notice the balance. Look at the quick feet. Strike. Uproot, control. That's how you strike, uproot the guy. You don't see Steele with his body over his skis, so to speak. Strike. By on the ground,
and then try to finish Bosa.
Lunged at Bosa, trying to knock him down.
Watch this. Man, do Bosa. Get him still.
Y'all right.
That's real though. Law is the film line. Watch this. Yakao. Hey. Y'all got Steele messed up.
You have that Eagles film because that Eagles he was bullying the hell out of those boys.
I do got the Eagles film, but it's not cut up. I ain't cut it up yet.
Okay, that's good.
I didn't feel like the competition was on this level, so I tried to pull the toughest competition.
Yeah. But man, y'all gonna have some people coming at y'all, man. They already was coming in over here on my side. I know you can't see the comments, but I do like looking at both points of views. I'm not finna sit here and say that I know what shallow step is down. I know what a down block is, but he was talking about all of the balance, base, and power. I love it. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you shallow law real quick. Shallow just means this. Shallow means like you get crawfish in shallow water law.
Right.
You from the SIP, you know how I roll. You get crawfish in shallow water, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the water's not deep, so it's that the set is not deep enough. It's too short. So if the guy beats you off the ball, you give him your shoulder. You give him a soft edge so he can run around and get to the quarterback. If you set deep enough versus speed, you can cover the guy up like we see Steele doing most of these plays. Probably about 95, 96% of these plays, covering the guy up and running him past the quarterback. If your set is shallow, means you're not getting back far enough.
Yeah.
And Law,
good stuff, man.
I want to say something real quick. I do understand how this is a divisive debate, right?
Right.
We're very divided on this. Just keep in mind, and it's a passionate one because it involves protecting our quarterback. That's why I understand why I would hear people like Vach say it angers me at this idea. It's the passion. I get it. You know what I mean? That's why this debate is so hard. So I think Special K said it best to sum it up. All right. And this is to me, this is what it's all about.
Right.
And this also goes into being a better team. I don't care what side you're on now. Okay, because this is not trying to win a debate. We just trying to show the film and what we think of the film.
Right.
But Special K said La'el will be a better player, but more importantly, a better man after this. I don't think he will be an issue again, and he will play hard for the rest of the season. He left and he let a UFA take his spot. And that's just real.
Yeah.
Because he said it himself. Like, people might be mad, but just listen to what Colin said. He said it himself. He said, oh yeah, I watched the film. It wasn't a surprise to me.
Right. He said that. Yep.
He said that. So you can be mad at me. You can be mad at Mike McCarthy. You can be mad at the OC. You can be mad at Law. But don't be mad at Law. Don't be mad at the OC. Don't be mad at Mike McCarthy. This is just the nature of the game we play. Competition against the opponent and against each other.
No doubt.
And some of these decisions are hard. That's it. It's just hard decisions.
But he already came out of his mouth that he said I had to learn to play right tackle. Left guard was natural to me, you know. So
he did.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but fellas like me, I like the original natural thing, the natural feel, you know. When you touch on it, you know it's soft, ain't nothing hard up in there. You know, if you know what I'm talking about. But the natural is always the best way. Cowboy Nation, and that's just what I've learned and I picked up from your film assessment there, the OC. Wonderful job. That was all done live, no pre-recorded, no meditated stuff, man. So I like that, for you to be able to spit it out, and I can tell the passion in your voice. And I know my dog Vach Lombardi, I can tell the passion in his voice. Both of y'all are offensive linemen. This is like Chinese to me, you know, arithmetic. You know, I can't gather all of the things, but I can gather some of the things. And one thing that I'm not going to do is lie to kick it. You know, I can only go by feel and say, okay, I see that. But I can tell you everything about a wide receiver coming off his release, the DB where he's supposed to jam the placement, the hash mark. Hey, what you do when you playing against a guy, I'm going to use some term, short area quickness. He got that. You know, I can do that on that side of the coin, but I'll be a fool to sit here and try to talk your vernacular, OC, and say, yeah, post leg, you know, he got his hands into the inside, he replaced, he released. I'm not finna do that.
Not yet.
Not yet, you know, but I got my notes.
Keep
right
taking
here.
them notes.
I got base, balance, and power, baby. If you have no base, no power, no balance, baby. I got it down here on the notes, baby.
Say straight up. Already, man. You already know what's coming. You already know.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
Yo.
All right, real quick. We took the bait again. God dog. It'd be so much to talk about.
Yeah.
But this is the hardest one that take the most time. So yeah, we could have talked about Dak, Cooper Rush, Curse, you know, all that other stuff. But this the hard one, especially with T. Smith out.
Right.
Just being honest. Yeah. Like, what would you put your energy if you was the coach right now? On the stuff that's working or the stuff that can fall off a cliff real quick if we don't manage it right? This is the conversation that they having. We just hoping that they having it right. Because it done got a little messy now with Tyron Smith. Now this whole best 5 thing, bruh. Where the bruh button?
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
Say.
You know what, guys? Just to pivot slightly,
Yeah.
I really do like the culture and what's going on. I do like the best 5, right? But I like the best players playing in the positions.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
I like the ability, right?
Yeah.
We ain't talked about a particular player that really is showing us what I said earlier about a true culture shift with the Cowboys and a true degree striving for excellence with this team. Guess who also is not with us? Not with
Yeah.
Bradley or not.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's not with us.
Yeah. Why you laughing, man? You evil, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Bradley Nah is my guy, but you know he had a penalty last game, and when I was doing the play-by-play, and I saw Coach, I was looking at the coach's eyes when he was walking to the sideline, and when Coach Mike McCarthy gave him that stare, I know Bradley and I. Woo! I know Bradley and I was sitting there like but the coaching, that face said everything. That face, man. We ain't used to this, fam.
Yeah, and say, listen, to your point, Law, can I just add a little bit to what you just said on that? We've been asking for this.
Oh, yeah.
We've been asking for a coach that will make examples out of people that make bonehead plays so that all may see and learn. We've been asking for this. So I'm gonna be all the way honest. I think we got so used to the Jason Garrett way that when we seeing real good coaching, it's kind of shocking us, bro.
Yeah.
It's shocking us. It's like it seemed different. It's not different around the league. It's just different to us.
Yeah, and it's not forced because we've seen it happen 2 times in the Cowboys organization. We've seen it happen with Ryan Switzer. I just think that was kind of horrible for them to get rid of the kid when he kind of like, you know, had that muff situation. I think it was against the Rams, right? You guys remember that game, right? He lost the game, and then they kind of put him in the doghouse. But he made back up for it against the Washington team. He ran it all the way back in, and then they was just kind of mad with his antics, like dancing in the locker room. He's a real rah-rah guy. And they said, okay, they traded him for peanuts. And then we've seen it before with the Lucky Whitehead situation. You know, of course, Lucky was sleeping with old boys, Swedes there. But, you know, Lucky said that they came to him. We had him on the show a couple of years ago when we were doing the final, not the final word, but we were doing the late night hype. And he was saying that, like, man, the organization kind of turned on me because of this and that. So I like it with Mike McCarthy right then and there. Cut it off. Don't let it grow. And this is a new organization, a new vibe, a new feeling, and I like what we're seeing.
Me too. Me too. They want us to address linebacker. I've been seeing a lot of comments on that. You been seeing that on your channel?
Yeah.
All right, now Law, you gotta go because we can say final word right now. You know me.
Man, I got vampire blood, baby.
Hey, that's my dog. All right, I'll be quick on this though. Linebacker. This is something I would want the Cowboys to do something about, right? But do we gotta go outside? Do we? I don't think we necessarily do. I would want to see my guys inside first. I would want to see Luke. Nobody talking about Luke.
57.
And this is why I like Luke. I'm being all the way honest. Can I be honest, OC? Can I be honest, Law?
Go ahead.
What happened to the days where special teams used to earn you a job? Law, yeah. Right? Y'all remember how Kenny Gant got on the field?
Yeah.
Kenny Gant, they start making room for Kenny Gant because he was just so explosive on special teams. Same thing with Bill Bates, because they were saying if you can make plays when you got one chance to make a play, how many plays you gonna make when we leave you out there for 3 downs? And Luke has been. Gifford has been blocking punts. He's been killing on kickoff. He's been kicking on punt return, punt team. He's been doing his job.
Yeah.
He's a great tackler, bro. And he got the size. He got the weight. He had a good preseason. Let's start with our own guy.
Xavier Woods.
Sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit of
getting ready for rush.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, but so yeah, with linebacker, I would say start with within. But then y'all know I got some Marshall's picks. Yeah, Coach Marv talking about Francis Bernard. And see, Coach Marv been talking about Francis Bernard and how he was kept around.
Francis Bernard,
you know what I'm saying?
good.
Yeah, and Tyrone Church he done threw in by 8 super chats, bro. I got to at least get one.
Yeah.
Curses in the LB at this point of time. No doubt.
He was my dog. He took it. Church, man, what you doing taking my material, man? I was going to tell you guys that right now in pass rush, I'm thinking about Barry Church now. J-Ron Curse rating is 90.1 in Pro Football Focus. His overall rating is 72, but what he's doing is he's blitzing. He's coming in. He's doing his thing. 37 solo tackles right now. Let that sink in. 37 solo tackles.
And I said this.
Sorry about that, OC.
No, you good. 14 stops.
Timing.
And I said this last week on Boss Cowboy Sports, right? Check this out. I said, Boss Cowboy, I said a person he's not given enough flowers to is cursed.
You did.
He's balling. He's impactful. He's making really tackles that causes people not to convert, right? He's always in the right place, and he energized. I see when he makes plays, he's up, he's excited, he's energizing that defense. So I think he's becoming one key component of the heartbeat of that defensive front, man, with his play, and he's always physical. He's always making great tackles at the right time and the right place. So I think he's doing a fantastic job, and he deserves more credit, and he's starting to get it.
Hashtag pay curse. I'm for real.
Green dot.
Hashtag pay curse, bro. Because, see, you don't want this to finish the season because somebody go snatch that boy.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I get it. You know, we were ranked 28th in sacks. I think somebody was going back and forth on Twitter about that. And my thing is, don't fall in love with the stats. Please don't. Because when you when you turn on the tape, hits and hurries count a lot too. It's just that we may not have a high number count as relates to sacks, but we do have a high turnover count, meaning that the quarterback is harassed. And this is the thing too. People will say, hey, well, the Cowboys played against this team, played against that team, played against this team, played against that team, but they fail to realize that the coaching staff make the necessary adjustments. Excuse me, didn't you guys know that Dalvin Cook, in every game that he played in his career outside of one, caught a ball in the backfield? Google and look up how many passes he caught last game. You know, so the Cowboys are able to make the necessary adjustments. Look, I want people, since you're so worried about looking at stats, think about this. And I know the OC can tell you that that's a horrible number right here. 1 for 13 on third downs. That was the Minnesota Vikings. That's good record right there, Cowboy Nation. To hold a team one, don't you know how difficult that is?
Man.
Very.
But I do know the sexy car, the Lambo, the Maybach, and all of that will be the sack number. You know, all of the sacks,
Maybach.
all of the sacks that the Vikings got, they're the number one team in sacks right now. Would you rather have the Vikings sack total or what we doing on defense? I'll wait.
Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Drop it hard.
Let's go.
May I jump in, piggyback what Law wanted this explained to us? What I am starting to see, Boss Cowboy and Law, I'm starting to see Dan Quinn into a pattern of championship coaching. In this sense, starting to do the Bill Belichick model. He's starting to take away what you do best. That's what he's starting to do. It's not about sacks. You're right. It's about pressures and affecting the quarterback and forcing him to throw before he's ready. But also, I'm going to do you one better. To make the throw that he doesn't want to have to make. To control where he throws the ball. Forcing him coverage so great on the back end, rushing 4, covering 7. You're forcing him to take the check down. Right into Micah Parsons' hand. You're forcing him to hold it a tick longer, or you're pressuring him to let it go a tick before he wants to let it go. That's what Dan Quinn is starting to do with this defense. And that's going to bode very well as we head deeper into the season and into the playoffs.
OC, man,
all right.
You're spitting so much truth. Man, let me jump ahead of you again one more time, Boss Cowboy.
Go for it.
The Minnesota Vikings, I'm going to say again, was the 4th ranked defense. And if you fall in love with the stats, you will believe that that defense is better than ours. It's not. It's not. There's no look. Vikings good team, but I wouldn't want their defense. I like ours, and we ranked 18th before we played that day. We was ranked 24th, 26th. Let that sink in. Which defense you would rather have? Give me my Cowboys. Don't give me those Vikings. I wouldn't want to see Xavier Woods out there. I wouldn't want to see Harrison, who can't find the ball, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Dallas Cowboys. That's what you can do with those stats.
So just real quick, I just want to say this real quick. All right, so we got a lot of people watching. The Law, the OC, the Boss Cowboy, the Big Game James, we all go be at Walk-Ons this Friday. Y'all come kick it with us. We don't need to see you. We want to see you. We want to put on a fire show.
Yeah.
But the fire show is going to be even more fire with y'all. Law, you got something on it?
Hey, man, I just want you guys to not meet us there, beat us there. I want you guys to already be lock-loaded in there, waiting, waving. When we come through the door, we feel like MVP people, but I want to really see you guys because we need to be hyped for this week. I'm still mad at the Broncos for what they did to us in 2017. I can't wait for us to lay it out on the field and lay them down and beat the you-know-what out of them. I almost cussed. But, yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. So, final words. My final word is going to be weird, but I'm going to just say what's on my heart. I feel so good about Justin Hamilton. Oh, my Lord. I spent all offseason praying for a one tech that can get some push. And I just pray with all my heart that wasn't a one-hit wonder. I'm just praying that it was not the adrenaline of playing in your first game off of practice squad. He showed during preseason everything that he showed during that game. And he was awesome. He, to me, was the key to that game. All of it. All of it. I think it was a bunch of dominoes that flowed off him. So my final word that I'm the most excited about watching continue his improvement and earning of a job, just like Steele. Look at you, Mike McCarthy. You are sending a message that if you bow, you play. Thank you, Mike. I don't care if you make bonehead decisions every now and then. I don't care about clock management. Well, I do, but more so, I love what you're doing on the culture. That's my final word.
Oh, man, that wasn't weird at all, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, my final word is this, man. The Cowboys, the culture of competition where the best play in the positions that help us win football games. If we do that, we go ahead and we tame these Broncos real easy this coming Sunday, like real smooth, like 14 plus points, like right here at home. So I love the new culture. I love the accountability. I love the tempo in which we are practicing. Like Mike McCarthy said, that we want championship condition. We want to play with a certain attitude, and we want to have a certain culture here. And that's what we're beginning to establish. Also, on my final word, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, log in, Boss Cowboys Sports, a big game. Share and like the content. That's my final word.
Before you give your final word, the lunatic asks, what was this? So this is a restaurant called Walker Owns. It's actually owned by Dak Prescott. All right. So just keep in mind, as y'all come kick it with us, you also supporting your quarterback. And it's going to be a giveaway. Many giveaways. A signed ball from Dak, which you not going to find almost anywhere. And if you find it, we talking about a signed ball. Okay. So the lunatic asks.
And not to cut you off, boss, but that's to the person that shows up and brings the most people with them. You're going to be to a draw ball. We're going to give it away about an hour from the time you start. Okay?
Yeah.
You go have the ball, okay? So you ain't going to take it from Law or Boss Cowboy. I'm going to have the balls to be sitting right there. All right? So, hey, bring your family, loved ones, kin folks, and cousins, uncles, and whoever else you can from the neighborhood and meet us at the ball phone 7:30, okay? Or we want to see you.
Yes, indeed, man. As I see people getting up, leaving before the benediction, that's okay. That's okay. I see people. I see you moving, but you might leave. You might leave early. You're gonna miss your blessing. You know. They leaving before the benediction. I see that thing drop about 100 folks to the left. But those who stayed, I really appreciate you guys for this marathon. Yeah. Type of Bible show, and part of my final word will be I would like to see you guys there. And you brought out Justin Hamilton just to give you guys a little insight. He's from my hometown. We're not this close together. We almost like this together.
Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you.
We not this close together. We like this together. His mom babysitted me. She watched me when I was little.
What?
Not just me, my two older brothers, you know.
What?
And it goes long. I can start talking some lot of details about his mama. Got his mom number in my phone right now. And Justin Hamilton, he played with Vach Lombardi. I'm not going to call Vach Lombardi's real name out, but he played with Vach Lombardi. They was on the same team at the same time. How about that for your mind? So shout out to Justin. So when we see him, we say Natchez. And we say, man, he reminds us of Big Hamp. You know, that was his father, man. So, hey, it's one of those things, man. Those boys come up roping cows, horses, man. Hey, bale hay, for those know about that round bale hay, this brother right here can push it down a hill and push it up a hill. That's a strong brother right there. But I come here to tell you guys, when we play against the Broncos, we can say that for the Friday show. We would save it for the Friday show, Cowboy Nation. That's
Yeah,
all the time
we'll say
I
that.
have for right now. Appreciate everybody, man. That's my final word.
That
I'm gonna
is
say it.
the final. I love it, Law. That is the final word.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for staying with us. We out.
Salute.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, we gone? We cut off?
No, we ain't cut
Oh,
off
okay.
yet. We
Y'all
ain't cut off
serious over
yet.
here, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's roll with it.
All right, here we go.
Share this.
Final word, baby.
Good.
Yeah, been a while since we heard the outro. Run it up.
They been asking me, boss, can you run that run it up? And I got to somewhere my
I've been really in the field, lot of rush, I love
Run it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have the ticket.
My boy Big Game James.
I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count
it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside.
Watch this.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still sit and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game.
Throw that money, Law.
I'm with T-Black, I'm with Rabbit now.
Watch the Law throw that money.
Yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, now switching sides, now it's about loyalty. Use the size off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel lately.